Hey everybody, in today's video I kind of want to go over Cinewhoops and what most people would consider to be a Cinewhoop's Achilles heel, and that is noise. Now if you don't know what a Cinewhoop is, it is a smaller protected drone with these ducts or prop guards, either works, and these ducts serve as larger or they provide more thrust for the drone, but they also, like I said, they protect the props, so when you're flying closer to people or objects, you don't have to worry about damaging them. But these ducts, the downside to them is that they create a lot of noise, and this is actually my first Cinewhoop. I just built it a few weeks ago, and I wanted to test out a few different props to see what provides the least amount of noise. And to do that, I have a decibel meter app on my phone that I'm going to be recording each of the different props here. The different props I'm going to be testing today are Gemfan 75mm Triblade. Now this was actually what I bought. This is a Drone Co. Productions Slam Shen Drones Squirt build, and now these came with the drone. This is what Chris Teal, the owner of Drone Co. Productions, recommended. So these are going to be the first test. The second test will be the HQ 75mm 6-blade prop. And then next we have HQ's 76mm 8-blade prop. And lastly, we have Gemfan's 76mm 5-blade prop. I'm really excited to try these out and see if I can find a quieter prop for this drone. All right, Gemfan Triblade. Now we've got HQ's 75mm 6-blade. Alright, now we've got HQ's 76mm 8-blade prop. I'm really curious to see if these are gonna rub. This is my first time putting them on. It's a true test for you guys. Yeah, they might rub the ducts, but we'll see. Alright, so now we got the Gemfan 76mm 5-bladed props. I had to trim the edges of them because there was no way they were going to spin in these ducts. These ducts are meant for the 75mm. But yeah, let's see how it goes. Alright, so that wraps up the testing portion of this video. It was really rough and dirty. Nothing is extremely scientific here. I just use a basic decibel meter app on my phone. And I will give you the results right now. The Gemfan 75mm Triblade max decibels was 81.2, average of 70. The HQ 75mm 6 blades was average of 68.1, max of 79.1. The HQ 76mm 8 blade was 62.9 average, 80 max. And lastly, the Gemfan 76mm 5 blade was 69.5 average, 83.8 max. Now there's some things to go over. For the Gemfan 5, the HQ, for the HQ 76mm 8 blade, I put them in here and they weren't spinning very well, and I just armed the motors and kind of just like blipped the throttle a little bit, and they shaved down a little bit. As you can see, there's some left there. They shaved down a little bit because these ducts, I think, are meant for 75mm. That's probably why the owner of Drone Crow Productions ships them with the 75mm Gemfan Triblade. But obviously the 75mm 6 blade HQ prop fit in just fine. And then for the Gemfan 5 blade, I didn't have any luck with the arming and blipping. I didn't want to burn an ESC, so I went and trimmed the edges of them, the back edge, because it was grabbing on the duct, and you know, this wasn't accurate or even, so this definitely could have affected the results here. But based on, I went back and watched all the videos, and based on like visual sound, despite the decibel meter app, I thought that the Gemfan 75mm Triblade had the best sound. The HQs were both kind of squealy, and I don't know if it's the design of the prop and the pitch and just kind of the I don't know. I don't know what it was, but I think that based on my opinion, the Gemfan 75mm Triblade was the best and the quietest. Yeah, just the punch outs on these HQs were super squealy. And then I think this was a good prop, but I think that having to deal with trimming and something very scientific is not what I want to have to worry about. So a prop that just slaps right into my my Cinewhoop here is gonna be ideal. So I think I'm gonna go with these. Again, this was not a very scientific video. I'm gonna emphasize that. It was purely subjective. Alrighty folks, and that concludes this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. In the comment section below, tell me what prop you're using on your Cinewhoop. Like I said, this was a completely subjective test. I am new to the Cinewhoop world, but today I am choosing the 75mm Triblade Gemfan prop. This isn't set in stone. I'm gonna give these other props a second chance. But for today, I'm going to rock these props. So have a good one. Hey again, I just wanted to inform you to check out my next video to see what this bad boy is capable of. Thanks and have a good day.